Good day, beautiful people. You are welcome once again to your favorite program, The Conversation, coming to you from TV 360 here in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Nelson Ekujumi. I'm a public affairs analyst, and I have with me in the studio Mr. Richard Adeyinka Emmanuel, the CEO of Data Homes Research and Communications Limited. Richie Baba.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming once again.
We are here.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, you all know that The Conversation is a topical issue program in which we discuss recent happenings both in Nigeria and in the world at large. Top of the bill today, there's this allegation by a cross-dresser who was sentenced to 6 months imprisonment by the Nigerian judicial system. And somebody called Very Dark Man released a video in which he played the audio voice of somebody that he claimed is Idris Okuneye, the cross-dresser known as Bobrisky. And in the audio of that video, Idris Okuneye claimed that he paid 15 million naira to EFCC officers to drop the charges of money laundering. He also claimed that he paid money to get himself, or he used his connection through somebody who is his godfather, or whatever he called it, to liaise with the Controller General of the Nigerian Prison Service, that he didn't serve his term in the prison, that he was given a flat outside the prison. He also said he had a conversation with Folarin Falana, popularly called Faz in the music circle, that he should liaise with his father for him to get presidential pardon. And I think he mentioned paying 10 million, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And just yesterday, Folarin, as well as the father, wrote him through their chambers that he should withdraw that statement. And Folarin Faz now confirmed that a conversation took place.
Yes.
Unlike Idris, who claimed that it was Faz that called him. In his letter, Folarin Falana, popularly called Faz, said it was Idris that called him.
So what we know is
a conversation took place, yes.
Between them.
Between them, yes. The content of the conversation and who initiated the conversation is in dispute. Then the issue about EFCC dropping charges for 15 million is also something very grievous. It's if you ask me, I've been traumatized since I heard. Honestly, I can't just imagine it.
Nigeria.
Then him serving his term outside the prisons. Well, I'm happy that the EFCC has initiated investigation into it.
Yes.
The federal government, through the Ministry of Internal Affairs, has also done the same. And I expect that whatever be the investigation, it must be made open so that Nigerians can have confidence. Because these allegations, I have my own thoughts about it, but I don't want to make it public.
See, I'm curious. I'm curious to know why Bobrisky needs a state pardon. Does he want to contest election later?
Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe that is in the offing.
Yeah.
But then, let's look at it generally. You see that it is not the first time I'm hearing that some people even have other people who will go and serve jail time for them while they carry on.
That they are replaced. We used to hear that story.
We used to hear it.
But we don't know how far it's true.
How true is it?
Yes.
But this is getting closer.
Yes, I agree with you. Yes.
You know, so it's all because of our attitude to even a public behavior, a display of the kind of behavior,
obscenity,
that Bobrisky and his likes display. You know, even the Bible says we should train our children
in the right way, to go in the way of the Lord.
And even Yoruba says, "Ọmọ tá kọ́ ló máa gbélé tá kọ́ tà." It looks like people like Bobrisky, if we fail to deal with him, not in a negative way. Deal with him as in take him seriously.
Yes.
And then find a
Reform
way
him.
to reform him
To put him on the right
on
path.
the right path. Away from
with our
this.
social values.
Yes, because there is no doubt the fact that he lives, or maybe she lives large.
Is a he now Idris Okunle?
He said he's a male in court, you know, but he dresses like a female.
Yes.
So okay, let's take the one in court to determine
his gender. He's a male. Yes.
He's a he. So the way he dresses, he lives large. He lives large. He displays like he has money, and he attends big events.
Yes.
You know, even
He even attended an event and he was given an award of best dressed female. Can you imagine?
African Magic Viewer Choice Award, you know,
best dressed female, a male dressing as a female.
That now, you
it
know,
means we are legitimizing
that
it.
angered so many people, especially the women folk. So what we need to do, yes, he has freedom, but such freedom is not inelastic. He has limits. That limit, we should reform him and put him on track. You cannot, what he is saying now, with the kind of acceptability he's enjoying, popularity he is enjoying on social media. You know, social media is a different world. You know, chances are that if you are popular on social media, you become popular to the real world when you come in. So we should find a way either to even block him if we are unable, because the man is influencing other younger
generation
wrongly, who want to now behave like him, seeing that behaving like him is profitable.
Yeah.
He has money.
Yeah.
He's been invited to high-class events in the society.
He has become like a celebrity.
A celebrity. In fact, he is
for doing something that goes against our
national
our norms and traditions.
He is Yoruba. Yoruba know this is not the way Yoruba should. In the past, only Shango people are allowed to play their hair.
Yeah.
So it is wrong even for a male to have hearing. Or to
pierce the nose.
You can't even do it.
Society, you won't even come home.
So society will rebuke you before you even get home.
You won't even try it. Because you know the society will not allow you.
There was a time Bobrisky's father celebrated his birthday, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Can't remember the particular year. Bobrisky did not dress as Bobrisky to their house. He dressed as a proper ọmọkùnrin,
well brought up boy.
Proper ọmọkùnrin. It shows that he won't be allowed
knows that the father
into
will not
the
tolerate
house
it, yes.
if he appear like Bobrisky.
Yeah.
So he appear like Idris going to the house. You know, and
to the event for the
he
father.
He took picture with his father and the other family members. So what we are saying in effect is that freedom is good. You can dress the way you like. Yes, not in public glare, in such a way that it will make mockery of our culture, our tradition. Yes, we can say globalization. Globalization does not mean you should discard your culture.
Try to portray
antisocial behavior. That's what you are displaying. No, but he has shown that it is bringing him money, and that is
bringing fame,
and that is where it becomes dangerous. People now, young boys.
We have seen they are severally in our neighborhoods.
Yes, they now want to behave like him,
of course.
knowing that they get famous.
Yes,
they will get invited to.
Yes, they become
ordinarily where they are not qualified to be.
So
they will invite them. They attend that class events, and where the money is coming from, they will also be exposed to it. We don't know who is funding them.
We don't know, yes.
But there is no question that money is coming from somewhere. There is a channel through which money gets, and you can now
see the flamboyancy
in a flamboyant manner. You can. So all of that, because money is attached to it, fame is attached to it, we need to do something about it, so as to serve as a lesson, to discourage young people. Social media is a young people platform. So before you now begin to turn the head of your young teenagers and who are on social media who now want to behave like
that
you,
same way, yeah.
knowing that they get famous, they will get money, they will
Yes.
get so
They become all sorts
that
of
is not who we are.
But
That is not who we are.
Richard, as much as we are looking at this Bobrisky way of life, which is anti our values completely,
And social behavior.
we will not. We should not tolerate. We should look
Yes.
at a way of curtailing this young man,
Very important.
of reforming him, because it
Very
shows
important.
clearly that our correctional service center didn't correct this young man.
At all, oh. In fact,
Even though we might want to say, could we say the 6 months
may
he
not be
spent
enough.
was not enough, because we can see him coming back to his old,
In full force.
yes, in full, and these allegations he has made,
It's important that we get to the root of it.
if it is found out that people lied or people were complicit,
It is looking like gati.
if they must be made to face the full wrath of the law.
There is no doubt that when we were hearing it as rumor,
Yes.
you know, those days when you hear it that some people,
they will
but
just
we
go and
were
pick people
just
at the bus
hearing
stop.
it. But this one also
Is a
bringing
pointer.
it home.
Is bringing credit.
That perhaps
credence
there
to
is
it.
something in it that we need to investigate.
No, honestly, I'm happy that the agencies involved, because I can't imagine.
They have said they will look into it.
No, we must.
But the question is, will they truly
No, we
look
should.
into it?
Richard, one thing we can assure you on the conversation is that we'll continue to talk about this issue
Until
we
it
get
gets to their table and they take
yes,
action.
because this is a stain. Even though we have not confirmed it, that somebody can come out and say, somebody influenced me to subvert judicial verdicts, because when the court sentences you, sends you to prison.
Yes.
If you go any other place,
It's
you
like
have
to correctional center
Yeah.
where you are meant to be
corrected
and reformed.
So it means you have the people involved
Be a better
have subverted
version
the
of yourself.
They have subverted the constitution, and even you, for agreeing to that, you are an accomplice if it is proven.
That's those who are involved. But then, like I said, we will continue to talk about it till we see that actions are being taken. Actions will be taken. You see, is it not baffling that every time, whether in LASU, whether in Unilag, Ife, Ibadan, you see young people who excel, who scored 5 points over 5 points, perfect CGPA during graduation. People like that don't even have funding. People like that don't have national award. People like that don't get invited. You know, people that can serve as what Yoruba we call awokoche. You know, people that when other people see him or her, they say, they want to let us become.
I want my children
like
to be like
this.
this.
To be like this. Yes. It is no longer. It is people like Bobrisky that is people's faces. You see his cases in the media. You see him on pages of newspapers. You see him everywhere. The celebrity status has even multiplied because of antisocial behavior. So, whatever it is, our national ethos, even our region, I won't say ethnic ethos, is Yoruba first and foremost. The Yoruba Oba should sit down and say, how do we discourage behaviors like this? It is important among young people so that we don't lose it completely. Yes, you have rights. Yes, you can do like Americans are doing. But when you come here,
when you are on this land.
Yes, we should be known for something and then hold on to it. We should not allow social media to then derail our cultural value.
So-called globalization.
No. It is something all of us should work to correct.
Even the United Nations oppose cultural identity of people.
It is important.
That it is important.
It is important.
Yes.
So we should not allow
it's
people
not
like
negotiable.
Bobrisky
Yes.
to derail it.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Well, we await the investigation by the various agencies of state.
Yeah.
And those whose name have been alleged as well. Folani Faza as well as his father, Femi Falana or SAN. They need to come out and let the whole world know their own part of the story, because the mud that Idris Okuneye, popularly called Bobrisky, has poured on them, they need to come out and clear it, or else
Very
that
important.
image will stay permanently for life.
Permanently.
And the damage is incalculable. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we want to call it a wrap on the first stanza of the program, The Conversation. We'll go on a short break. We'll be right back. Please continue to watch The Conversation, coming to you from TV 360 here in Lagos, Nigeria. We'll be right back. Please stay tuned.